Beautiful sunny rainy morning in Palo Alto, and we're starting a new field clean out here. Gophers. Here's some small fresh piles. It's kind of a Swiss cheesy kind of gopher situation here, and you can see this gopher runs probably all the way to there. It's probably one gopher. And this field's not in too bad a shape. We get a field like this cleaned out in a couple weeks. They've got ground squirrels. I think I see a bunch of piles on that other side, but you can't see that. I always like to look at where the grass is dead, because that may be where like here's a good example. Big dead area, they've cleaned it up, and in the middle is a somewhat fresh gopher pile. So, a lot of times the maintenance crew cleans up the gopher. Here we caught this guy in the act. He hasn't filled in his hole yet. He'll be back when I go away. So this is all one gopher here too. So far, I'm looking at a couple gophers. Sorry, the focus is bad. There's ground squirrels on the far edge. It's really important to check a whole field. I've seen fields where you walk the whole place, you don't see anything until you get to like one far back corner, and then there's like 75 gophers all packed in together. Looks like dogs. This is a big issue here where dogs really love to dig for gophers. It's a sports field, so a dog does all this damage, worse than the gopher. But for the kids playing soccer, they twist their ankle in a big old dugout from a dog. Well, the gopher really caused that, right? So it's like dogs don't dig for nothing. A lot of times we get calls the dogs are chasing moles, and the mole's not doing much damage, but the dog is tearing the yard apart. So the mole's got to go, because nobody's getting rid of the dog. Anyway, that's probably a field like this. I've seen fields like this with 1,000 gophers in them. This is acres. This is, I don't know, 8 acres, 6 acres. But I bet you this field's only got 20 or 30 gophers in it. There's a bunch more activity over there you can't see. Take my word for it. All right, well, this is a relatively unimpressive video, but for a lot of people, this isn't their day-to-day life, and they're looking for information on gophers. I'm big on understanding gopher behavior, so when you're after this pest and you're trying to do it yourself, it's important to kind of understand the pest. Like, what's their tunnel system look like underground? Where should I set traps? Why is this one gopher? Why is this 5 gophers? Like, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a cluster of piles there, and there's a cluster out there. I should get a pointer. There's some cluster down here. Those probably all have connected over time, but those are probably more than one gopher, because now I'm in this kind of area where I see all these old patches where the grass is gone. Well, what happens? The gopher pushes up the dirt, it smothers and kills the grass, then you get a dead spot. So that's how you know where the gophers used to be. And their tunnels are down there still. Nothing's gonna fill in a gopher tunnel but time. And I'm talking many years. So all these dots, connect the dots, dot, 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 dot. That's the tunnel. Maybe still active. Doesn't necessarily mean it's all one connected tunnel, but could be. Well, I've seen on golf courses where a gopher's had all the time in the world to develop his or her perfect little home, where you've got old dead activity here. You catch the gopher 30, 50, 70 feet away. All the activity in here stops. That gopher's been alone, digging his little heart out, and you kill him on one end of the tunnel system, and that's it. There's no other piles showing up. And there's a lot of activity here, a lot of activity there. Is this one gopher? I doubt it. When you've got gophers in a situation like this, they're breeding once or twice a year, and they're having 3, 5 little pups a year. And those little pups just want to get away from their home nest. They don't want to go any further than they have to. And gophers don't travel by tunneling. This is one of the big misconceptions. A gopher doesn't want to go from here to way over there by digging all that way. They get up on top of the ground and they run, just like a mouse or a rat or anything else. Then they get to where they want to live and they dig down. So they travel pretty fast, but they don't want to go very far because they are vulnerable. All right, that's enough of that.